Yo, what is up guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. Welcome back yet again everybody. It's another weekend. Happy weekend everybody. Hope you guys and gals are chilling at home and enjoying this weekend. I mean, I am definitely valuing these weekends pretty well because past week has been pretty chill on my orientation for the ICU, but I believe that next week is gonna get heavy. The big guns are gonna come out and I will probably get a lot more stressed than I was last week. But before all that, let's talk about a fragrance that you guys voted on. Now, it didn't win unanimously, but it did win by a good margin. And because they were kind of neck and neck at some point, first and second, I believe that I'm going to review both of them. I'll do the video today of the winner of that poll, and then tomorrow I will do the second place. So if you voted for second place, don't worry, I'll review it as well. And the fragrance we are going to talk about today is none other than the legendary Amouage Beach Hut Man. Yes, Beach Hut Man right here. Guys, I have owned this bottle for quite a while actually. So this fragrance review is pretty long overdue. And as you can see, the usage right there, I'm halfway of a 100 ml bottle, and that's considering that I have all these fragrances. This tells you that I do use this fragrance a lot. And man, with the heat outside, the heat right there, guys, you gotta listen up because this is a fragrance that I definitely use at this point. At this point with the summer months, is definitely a very usable fragrance for this time. Now, before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. Again, liking, subscribing, it's huge for this channel, especially when it comes to the growth, guys. It really does help me procure all these perfumes and perfume samples. Guys, when you see all the hypest stuff come up on the polls, guys, what do you think I'm doing? I'm buying all this stuff with my own money. So definitely try to support the channel by liking, subscribing, watching the ads so that we can get, you know, some of that money to procure a lot of these samples at lightning speed so I can get them to you at a very fast time as well. Now, before we talk about Amouage Beach Hut Man, let's talk about Amouage as a whole. Now, in my opinion, guys, Amouage, a lot of their fragrances are full bottle worthy. That is my opinion right there. I think that once you develop a particular liking to some of their fragrances, such as Jubilation, such as Reflection Man and Overture, and I heard Lyric Man was pretty awesome, like Beach Hut Man as well. I think that once you develop a liking to their fragrance, you'll find that they are very usable, that they are rotational fragrances, in my opinion. They are very, very usable, and as you can see, I've used pretty much half of this. I think the only Amouage that I really didn't get to use as much is Goldman, and there are reasons for that. But other than Goldman, I believe that all my Amouage fragrances are halfway already because they are very, very good rotational fragrances. Now let's go talk about Amouage Beach Man. Let's go spray this thing right now. Now, first things first, guys, let's do a disclaimer on Beach Hut Man. Guys and gals, actually guys, do not buy Beach Hut Man because of the name, all right? Do not buy it because it says beach on it or Beach Hut. This is my disclaimer, guys. Although this is a fresh fragrance, guys, it has nothing to do, in my opinion, with the beach or a beach hut. There are some folks talking about the beach hut saying, guys, it's really not about the beach. It's about the beach hut, guys. But really, no, there's nothing in this fragrance that really talks about anything tropical or anything beachy or a beach hut. So do not buy it because of that. So what does it smell like then? If it doesn't smell like the beach, what does it smell like then, Troy? Well, this fragrance, guys, let's talk about the two top notes, the two major notes that do come out once you spray Amouage Beach Hut Man is going to be galbanum and mint. Galbanum comes in first and then mint second. Now, galbanum, guys, is a bitter herbal note that is actually pretty sharp, okay? So once you spray this, it's gonna feel like that. You're gonna get a really sharp, herbal, bitter galbanum, like almost immediately, guys. But do not worry, because that sharpness actually mellows within seconds, okay? Not minutes, I'm talking about seconds. And to be honest, I really like that galbanum part. I really like that sharp boom, that intro once I spray Beach Hut Man because it wakes me up. For some reason, guys, every time I spray this fragrance, it wakes me up, it livens me up. And I believe that the galbanum balm is really part of that right there. And the mint right here, guys, is very photorealistic. It's a semi-sweet, cool mint note, and it really does smoothen that galbanum out. Maybe not 100%, but it does smoothen it out a bit. So you are gonna get that harsh, bitter, herbal galbanum balm, and then you are going to get the mint. Now, what does this smell like? Okay, this combination really matters, in my opinion, when it comes to Amouage Beachman, because this is the trend that continues for the life of the fragrance, and the galbanum mint combination does set that up. Now, what this reminds me of is a town in Canada that I did visit on a Kanye West concert. Now, back in 2015, I flew to Canada to watch a Kanye West concert at the Ottawa Blues Fest, guys, okay? So went to Ottawa, Canada, and I gotta say that the one big impression I got, more than the Kanye West concert, was how fresh the air was. The air was fresh, crisp, almost mint-like. Like, I was so happy breathing in that air. I don't know, it was really, really clean and fresh, and it was such a stark contrast to Los Angeles. Like, here we have really, really smoggy air right here. Amouage Beach Hut, man, smells like that Ottawa, Canada. Like, it definitely gives you this picturesque, green, cool, airy, and minty vibe. And I think that, you know, maybe this could have been also a rival to Creed Green Valley, because Creed Green Valley talked about, you know, the golf course. It talked about the golf course, green and fresh. And I would say that this would have been a really good direct rival to that, because it does give me the Ottawa vibes. You are going to get a minty, fresh, green intro that, to be honest, this is a theme that lasts throughout this fragrance, and I think it's very, very likable. Now, if you are hesitant, make sure to try this fragrance. Get a vial, a sample, a decant. Guys, if you like this intro, then it means you're gonna like most of this fragrance, because this stage of mint and galbanum lasts 5 hours, and that's quite a long time before the next evolution. 5 hours right there of mint and galbanum, guys. And you know, for me, this part, like I told you, I really liked the fresh, sharp burst of galbanum smoothened by that photorealistic mint. Because I like this combo, that's why I bought a full bottle. Now, on the 5 hour mark, Orange Blossom is the bridge note right there, guys. And the Orange Blossom, I'd say, pairs with the mint. So it's gonna be mint and Orange Blossom right here on the bridge. And I would say that the Orange Blossom right here is not easy to detect, especially if you don't know that it exists. So it might just seamlessly flow into the next notes without you guys and gals detecting it. Now, what I really like about this fragrance is continuity, folks. And if you guys like continuity in a fragrance, then definitely I would say Beach Hut Man is for you. And what does that mean? What does it mean for a fragrance to have continuity? For example, you'll have these top notes such as mint and galbanum continue on to the mid, but the mid notes are not different, okay? It doesn't swerve in a different direction, but rather the mid notes, although they are kind of different, will still pick up the characteristics of the first part. So you will have this seamless transition, still enjoying like almost like a central theme of the fragrance. And that's what I mean by continuity. And in this fragrance right here, there's a lot of continuity, because from the mint, guys, the ivy picks it up. Ivy is a big note right here in the mid. Ivy is kind of mint-ish as well, in that it is a cool type of note, but at the same time, it is green, bitter, and spicy. So it's a little bit spicier. It does pick up from the mint, and a lot of people cannot actually distinguish mint from the ivy. A lot of people will say, oh, it's mint all throughout, or some people will say it's ivy all throughout. And there is another green note that I love that, you know, is really perfect for this mid, and that's going to be your oak moss. If you like oak moss, you're gonna get a huge dose right here in the mid. Again, it's all continuum. You are gonna get green oak moss right here. And for me, the standout note, because the other ones like oak moss and ivy are continuum notes, in my opinion, the standout note here in the mid is going to be vetiver. I love vetiver, especially when it comes to green gentleman perfumes. Vetiver comes in, and really for me, it provides like the body to the mid, because really you're getting this cool, fresh, crisp, uplifting green vibe, and then suddenly there's that vetiver, which gives it more body. It gives sort of like a hay-like vetiver smell that a lot of y'all I think will love if you like gentlemanly perfumes. And so there's vetiver, there's oak moss, as well as ivy here in the mid. It's a great continuum from that 5-hour mark. Now this part of Amouage Beach Hut Man lasts another 5 hours right there. Yes, the mid notes part lasts another 5 hours. So 1 to 5, hour 1 to 5 is going to be your galbanum mint, and then the ivy, vetiver, and oak moss combo will be the other 5. And for most people, that's pretty much it for fragrances, you know, 10 hours significant scent. So this is really most of the fragrance, I would say. And for a lot of people that really are just enjoying the sensation of Amouage Beach Hut Man, maybe you're thinking about Ottawa, Canada like me, it's almost like one theme. It's just one continuous theme. And that's because, like I said, of that seamless transition. The orange blossom, you can barely smell it really unless you really try to smell it. And then of course you've got continuity. You've got the mid notes part picking up from the first part and taking the characteristics of the first part of this fragrance, and the total result is, you know, it might feel like 10 hours of just green, cool, airy, nice, very gentlemanly. That's what you're gonna get with this fragrance. Now with that being said, this fragrance is definitely for those that are wanting to collect a fragrance that has a centralized theme rather than shifting or evolving notes. Now there are a lot of fragrance collectors such as myself. I mean, sometimes I do look for the shifting notes, or I want 3 distinct stages in a perfume, especially when it's god expensive. There's just one theme that goes all throughout the fragrance, and that's probably why this is also pretty popular with people that collect designer. Like, it's actually part of their rotation as well, because just like designer perfumes have a long stage of pretty much the same theme, the same scent. Well, with Beach Hut Man, it's pretty much the same. It's very clear and concise. It delivers a one message result with the cool and crisp and green part of this fragrance. And so if you're into that, if you're looking for a very usable fragrance with a centralized theme, then definitely Beach Hut Man is your man. Now heading to the dry down, guys, myrrh is the bridge note, and it is a chief note right here in the dry down. The interesting thing, guys, is how seamless it is that it goes into the myrrh. Maybe it's because there's also the patchouli, which gives a little earthiness as well, and other woody notes. So I would say that it does continue towards the dry down, same trend, but with the myrrh coming in. I would say that the theme is intact all throughout, from start until the dry down. And I would say that, man, performance wise, this thing is over 13 hours significant scent. I mean, first to mid is like 10 hours already. Then you'll probably get to squeeze out another 3 hours right here in the end, but I would say it's about 13 hours significant scent. Now this fragrance right here is a sillage bomb, guys, okay? It is a sillage bomb. The sillage of this is very dependable and it's very powerful, guys. So this is a fragrance that I would say I would wear to either work or in social scenarios where I want a lot of people to smell me, guys, okay? Because this will not disappoint you. The sillage will definitely hit people's noses with Beach Hut Man. So again, this is a sillage perfume with the performance and longevity that lasts over 13 hours significant scent. So when it comes to performance, this is amazing. Now for me, I use this a lot, but in my opinion, there's only 2 ways to really use this fragrance. Number 1 is for casual purposes, and the second one being work. Definitely this is also for the wearer. Like I told you guys, this thing awakens me, rejuvenates me, even when I haven't slept the last night. You know, this thing truly wakes me up because of the notes as well as the sillage and the projection. So I do wear this in casual instances, whether I'm going out on my own or if I'm meeting people. I really do wear this. But then at the same time, what this fragrance is not, is that it is not a playful, flirty fragrance. So that's the thing as well. I wouldn't recommend this for date night because there is a seriousness that comes with it. Actually, a lot of the green notes that come with it really denote something really serious, almost like a gentleman vibe, almost like an Englishman type of perfume with the green minty notes. So I wouldn't really recommend this on a date. It is not flirty or playful at all. So what that means is it's really more for work as well. So for me, it's either casual instances or work, because at work I think that this is one of the best perfumes. I think I recommended it on one of my work lists back in the day. And this one right here has that vibe of gentleman, serious, but then at the same time, cooling, relaxing, and calm. So do I recommend Amouage Beach Hut, man? Yeah, I really do, guys, okay? And that's why I have a full bottle. But then again, listen to what I said on this video, guys. I mean, of course, if it matches up to what you guys are looking for, then definitely go with Beach Hut, man. Get a vial, try it, or even blind buy it if you're liking what I'm saying right here. And again, this will not satisfy every fragrance head, because you know we are looking for different things. But if you are looking for those that I said earlier, if that's what you're looking for, then definitely full bottle is the way to go, because you will keep using it over and over. And for me, man, hot months right here, don't be surprised if this half like goes back to here. Okay, so that is my review of Amouage Beach Hut, man, folks. Thank you for voting for this fragrance. And for those that voted for Serjoff Cruz del Sur 2, do not worry, guys, I'll review it tomorrow. And for those that voted Consort versus Aventus, don't worry, it'll eventually make its way to the channel right here. Okay, it's just that we've got this, and then we've got new fragrances coming in, and I get excited about, you know, some random testing, and so that kind of changes the playlist as we go along. So thank you guys for voting. Again, you can vote on the community tab on the channel every time I come out with a poll, and that really helps me decide which videos to come out. Okay, and again, thank you for liking, subscribing. If you haven't, so please do. It really does support the channel. I appreciate the love, the support, the comments. I'll see you guys on the next video tomorrow. God bless. Have a great weekend. Peace.